Ostras.
Casi lo transmito en directo. Qué locura. Vale, a ver.
Bueno. Cositas,
Increíble. A ver, sponsor no, Alerbox tampoco, Steam Labels tampoco. Esto lo va a quitar. Cuadro del chat tampoco, lista de eventos, aquí tampoco. Y voy a quitar la de webcam, voy a quitar el username. Su goal, pam, pam. Pam, pam, pam. Ah, no, la cámara no. Soy gilipollas. Vale, ya está. ¡Ay! Cuatro minutos. 5 minutos. O sea, sí, 4 minutos.
Otro.
4 minutos, 4 minutos, 4 minutos. Y voy a poner esto. Voy a poner aquí debajo. 4 minutos, 4 minutos, 4 minutos. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull.
¿Crees que van a elegir más colores?
Yo creo que va a ser el azul, el rojo, el negro, el amarillo, como siempre. Y puede que metan plateado por el... plateado por el... Porque Red Bull, el origen, la lata de Red Bull es azul y plateada, ¿sabes? No sé. Si meten algo de plateado, la verdad es que sería la polla. Y platanito. Buah, hace 14 días que no hago stream.
Ostras.
3 minutos.
Nada, no queda nada.
No queda nada. Ah. Qué ganas, qué ganas. Ay, 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 ay. Voy a bajar un poco esto así. Esto lo voy a subir aquí. No, tanto no. Hasta aquí. Un poco menos. Hasta aquí. Dios, Dios, Dios. 2 minutos y medio. 2 minutos y medio.
Si soy motor.
¿Eh?
Si soy motor.
No.
Pues se han puesto traje y todo.
Hostia.
Están de la olla.
Buah, increíble. Bam. ¡Ay! 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 Red Bull Technology Campus.
Ojo.
Backstage area.
Cheers.
¡Oh! 2 minutos. 2 minutos.
It's the script.
Hang on, there's a script.
Yeah, and it's really intense. Glad I learned that. Go get the drivers.
Mira, ahí está el Red Bull.
Boys ready? Where's Max?
Max Verstappen.
Chico Pérez.
No. Sí. Va, ese es el del año pasado. Bueno, el del año pasado no. El de 2016. Choco Pérez.
Ostras, yo lo he visto. Tremendo spoiler me acabo de poner.
No, tío. Yo no me voy a hacer spoiler.
Tremendo spoiler, chaval.
¿Te has hecho spoiler de verdad?
Sí.
No.
So is it true that you're the Mexican Minister of
Madre
Defense?
mía. Bueno, da igual.
Yeah.
Vaya.
That's what they say, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's cool, man.
30 segundos. Dios, qué locura se pueden hacer con los Red Bull Racing. 10 segundos. 10 segundos. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
RB18.
The season starts now.
Classic Max, give him the opportunity and he's going to be in that car. But rest assured, he's in the building now, so we can get on with
Wildwood.
Gendel.
And what a show we have in store.
Candle.
We are honoured to welcome you to Red Bull Racing HQ to launch the new RB18 car for the 2022 Formula One season.
2022.
It's a car launch with a difference.
Yeah, that is right. We're going to be streaming to over 5,000 fan channels around the globe in multiple languages. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to be welcoming in Christian Horner, Checo Perez, and of course,
¿Quién?
reigning F1 world champion Max
Fernando
Verstappen
Alonso.
to look
No
ahead
sé.
to the next year of racing.
Now, 2021 was an incredible season. The final race had everything. And after a nail-biting 58 laps, we saw Max bring home the driver's trophy. Now, it's time to do it again as we step into a new era of F1, our 18th season on the grid.
Yeah, last season Red Bull Racing pulled out all the stops to win the World Championship, but we couldn't have done it without every single one of you fans all around the world cheering us on every single lap. So
Oh God,
this
oh
show
God, oh
is going
God.
to be all about you too. We'll be sharing your questions throughout and your messages of support with the drivers.
With the
You might
droppers.
even
Mira, mira, todos los Red Bull que tienen ahí detrás, qué guapo.
which you can then use on the paddock, the free loyalty
Sí,
program
tienen
you'll
todos.
find online to unlock unique experiences and incredible rewards that will bring you closer to Red Bull Racing than ever before.
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Make sure that you sign up to the paddock right now at redbullracing.com/thepaddock to get ahead of the game with exclusive access to competitions and prizes.
We also have some massive news to share, including big changes to the car and a huge announcement about the future of the team. But don't just take our word for it.
No, don't.
Let's hear it from the drivers.
Hi everyone and welcome to our 2022 season launch.
We're really happy to have you here and excited for you to see our new RB18 car. We were blown away by your
Estoy
support
detrás.
for the 2021 season and felt your passion both in the grandstands and from your messages on social media.
Está justo
Let's
aquí,
make
gente.
2022 another
Está
great year,
aquí.
and I can't wait to see you all at races around the world. Thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Uf, 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 uf. A year to remember. A year to remember. Qué locura de año.
Ojo.
The hybrid era of Formula One has been about Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
As you're working in Formula One, there's a team that's hungry and motivated, structuring in a way to take that crown away from you.
It's been an incredible season for us.
There have been, I think, a lot of highlights. Winning in Monaco, the 2 home races at Austria. It has been the most exciting year in my career, you know, being able to come to a race weekend knowing that if you do things right, you can end up winning.
Sergio Pérez.
Competitiveness is testimony to the hard work of everybody back on the campus in Milton.
¿Sabes qué? ¿Sabes que el pit más rápido lo tiene Red Bull?
Of all of that we could have never dreamt of.
1.23. Creo que es.
Ostras.
It's a remarkable journey. Every Grand Prix has been a stepping stone towards being in this
Y
position.
ahora no les dejan bajar de 2.
Team, you know, we want to win.
Ya.
Bueno, no sé con la nueva regulación,
Throughout the team in our pit stops and our strategy and our
pero
development.
el año pasado no les dejaban bajar de 2.
Ya ves.
En el pit stop ilegal. Madre mía.
Oh, God.
I don't know about you, but that brought back all
Oh,
the
yes.
drama and excitement for me again. 22 races over a grueling 9 months. It is safe to say that our boys really delivered.
Oh yes, and now we get to do it all again. New circuits, new regulations, and of course, a brand new car. I'm like a kid in a candy store. We cannot wait, can we?
I know, so exciting. But before we take a peek at the RB18, we wanted to get you, the fans, to have your say. Now, we've had thousands of messages of support for the upcoming season, and
Oh,
thought,
míralo.
what better way to bring the car to life than through your words?
Oh, míralo.
Now, we've had thousands of messages of support for the upcoming season, and thought, what better way to bring the car to life than through your words?
Uf. ¡Ay! ¡Viva México! ¡Qué bonito! ¡Ah! Hermano, ¡viva México, cabrones! ¡Y viva Checo Pérez! Let's go get it. Or trap. Uf. Oracle, Oracle. Ay, se está desvelando poco a poco. ¡Ah! Ha habido un poco. Ha habido un momento. ¡Ay! 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 Que se ha desvelado. ¡Qué hijos de puta! ¡Qué hijos de puta!
You big tease. I don't quite know what I saw there, but it looked very cool. One thing I definitely couldn't miss was that new logo on the side of the car.
New logo.
Joining us to find out more about this partnership, we welcome Team Principal and CEO Christian Horner and Oracle's Chief Marketing Officer, Ariel Kelman. This is a very exciting collaboration, guys. Christian, first of all, do you want to
Oracle Red Bull Racing
for them?
Well, this is Oracle stepping up to become title partner, so it'll become Oracle Red Bull Racing, which is tremendously exciting because we get to utilize the suite of tools and specialist services that Oracle have. They're going to help us trackside. It's going to help us, with our fan engagement.
Ahora Oracle Red Bull
Racing.
Racing.
With all aspects of what we do, and of course the new powertrains, business as well. So
Oracle
we're
es
delighted
el
with this partnership and really
patrocinador
excited
principal
for
ahora.
what
Sí.
it brings, particularly for the fans and the experience we'll be able to offer.
Exactly.
Igual que Mercedes-Benz AMG Petronas.
You were a partner last year in 2021. This year you're
Pues ahora es Oracle Red Bull
Well,
Racing.
We've had a tremendous experience with the team over the past year, and what we were really focused on is learning and trying to understand all of the ways that a Formula One team needs the best technology to win on the track and to win in their business, and so they can be efficient and
Dios, qué
effective.
locura.
And how on the track especially, how is that going to help things with the team?
There's been a number of areas that we've explored. One of the more interesting ones for the past year is around race strategy simulations. So using our cloud infrastructure platform, the team has been able to run literally
Se ha parado.
billions of simulations for every race weekend to explore the optimal strategy based on what's unique about that race. So it's been great, and we're looking to enhance that even more going forward by adding a number of really interesting machine learning and AI projects to try and automate things that previously were pretty manual.
So Christian, from your side of things, going back to the data, how is it going to help the team leveraging all that data for you?
Well, data is our lifeblood. So, technically being able to tap into all the tools that Ariel's just mentioned, is of tremendous value for us as we're a data-hungry, business, but also for our fans to be able to provide, a better platform, a better experience. It's going to be, fantastic for us and something we're really looking forward to.
Wonderful. And Ariel,
Wonderful.
so how is this going to affect the fans in the paddock with the Red Bull
Qué locura.
digital loyalty program? How is it going to enhance their experience this season?
Yeah, this paddock experience is great, and I highly encourage those of you who haven't signed up already to go check it out, because it's a great place to be able to
The
get
paddock.
really unique content, gear, and experiences. And we're going to be adding more and more personalization and some special things that you're just going to have to check out to see.
Ariel, thank you for joining us in the unveiling of the Oracle title partnership with Red Bull Racing for 2022. It's great to see us enhance that partnership. Let's hope it continues to bring you plenty of success in the upcoming season. Cheers, guys.
Max and Checo. Oh! Christian Horner.
Christian, the team had an unbelievably intense, full-on season in 2021. First of all, have you recovered?
Just about. I mean, it was a hell of a season, and so intense from the first race all the way through to that final in Abu Dhabi. In many ways, it seems like only yesterday, but in others, it already seems a long time ago.
Yeah, it's come around fast. How are you going to top that in 2022?
Well, I think 2021 will go down in history of one of the all-time great years. I mean, I can't remember a year like that in Formula One, where it was so close between the two drivers from the very first race to the very last. The challenge is now to build on that. Now we have that number one on the car, is to keep it on the car and defend that title with Max, which
Hostia, eso no.
set of regulations is going to be incredibly difficult. We've got massive,
Hostia, es que no sé si se ha visto en...
there, but,
pero bueno,
motivation
ese
is
cajón
sky
no.
high, and we're riding on the crest of a wave from last year.
Yeah, so what can you pinpoint from last season? If you've got one or two things that you can pinpoint that you're going to take into 2022?
Well, you can always learn, you're always improving, you can always learn from previous experience, but of course with a complete new set of regulations, it's going to be all about the development, how quickly the teams get on top of this set of new regulations. The biggest regulation change for probably 30 to 40 years in Formula One, so development's going to be thick and fast, and of course with the cost cap, it's got to be efficient.
So you've kind of like taken the destiny in your own hands in a way by now controlling like the engineering of the chassis and the engine from the same place at Red Bull HQ. What are your expectations, or what are you aiming to achieve this year with the team?
Es que la clave
We're
está en
aiming very
ese
much to build on what we
desarrollo
achieved
y
last year,
que
so
el
the
límite
target is to try
presupuestario
and
van a
obviously
jugar mucho
retain
con
the
él.
title, and
Ya.
Porque
big
claro,
unknown
para
is,
desarrollar el
have
coche
we
en muy
missed
poco
something with these
tiempo
regulations?
necesitan
Has another
tener
team stolen a
un
march
gran
because of the
presupuesto,
focus and
pero
effort
claro,
that
si
went
tienes
into
el límite
2021?
presupuestario este
We
año,
believe we've got a good
Ya.
car.
pues tienes que
RB18 is
gestionarlo bien.
coming to life, and seeing it today is fantastic. So it's a culmination of a huge effort from the team, and looking forward to seeing it out on the track in anger.
We're going to look at it a bit more in detail later on, but what are the main changes that the fans out there should...
Después de esto van a venir Checo y Max.
Because with the new
Y
regulations,
luego ya revelan el coche.
philosophy of the regulations has altered from last year. So that means that
Pero bueno,
every
van
single
a mostrar un
component is
coche
brand new
que
this
no
year,
tiene
and with it
cosas
being a ground effect
aerodinámicas
car,
del...
with it
Claro,
being
obviamente.
designed to make overtaking hopefully easier, the cars easier to follow each
Claro,
other.
obviamente, para que
That's,
no se
changed the
copien
whole
nadie.
philosophy, of how we design these cars. So it's
¿Sabes
a
que
steep
Haas...
learning curve,
No,
it's
Haas
steep
no.
for everyone, and
Sí,
it's a
Haas
race
y
of
Ferrari
development
están
between
trabajando
first race and the
juntos.
last race.
Exactly. Let's talk about the team, the
Sí,
guys. I mean,
sí, sí.
how's their bond grown over the season? Checo
Porque
obviously
los
had
van a
a
monitorizar.
fantastic season, his debut season with the team. How have they
También
grown
este año.
as a partnership?
Well, they grew throughout last year, and you saw the culmination of that in the teamwork in the latter races, particularly in Abu Dhabi. And Checo in his first year, winning that race in Azerbaijan, other podiums. He's going to be stronger and taking a step up, I'm sure, in 2022. And for Max, I mean, he was just phenomenal last year, and an outstanding season for him. He dominated the amount of laps led, at 10 Grand Prix victories, and of course the World Championship. So his confidence is going to be sky high, and looking to build on those performances in 2022.
You must have been massively proud of them last year. You can kind of feel that sometimes with you three together. You can see how proud you are watching on.
Well, I think the most important thing was we really worked strongly as a team, and to see the two drivers working and supporting each other, to see the strength and depth that we have in the team, the way that they coped, through the pandemic, to continue to develop, the car the way that we did, and to deal with the challenges that we faced last year, has really galvanized the team. And I think that we go into 2022 in great shape and are looking forward to, the season ahead.
Ya hay una filtración,
Yo paso de mirar nada. No he dejado el móvil en la cama.
Y además está en buena calidad, tío. Qué rabia, macho. Me la ha comido con patata.
Joder, qué putada. ¡Oh, Dios! ¡Oh! Como se me están llamando ahora mismo, ¿sabes? No lo voy a mirar. A ver, está claro que rojo, amarillo, plateado, plateado, estoy viendo plateado. Y azul hay. ¡Ay, ay, ay, ay! ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay! Pequeña filtración.
It's really starting to take shape now. So Just
Bueno,
before we
filtración
do
no.
get a final look at the new car for
Pequeño adelanto.
2022, I think it's time to catch up with the men who are tasked with taking it to the checkered
Checo
flag.
y
Please
Max.
welcome to the stage.
Maxi, Checo,
Sergio
Checo y
Checo
Max.
Perez and reigning world champion Max Verstappen. Gents, hello.
Hello, hello.
Start with you. Congratulations. How does it feel to be starting this season as the reigning champion? Feel any different?
Not really.
Not really.
I'm just looking forward to get back in the car and start driving it, you know, to see how everything is handling. But yeah, had a good.
Buah, qué guapo está el nuevo polo,
off and yeah, recharge to go driving again.
Very nice, very nice. Checo, you had a brilliant debut year. Of course, Azerbaijan, huge highlight for you. How would you sum up your first year with the team?
Yeah, it was an intense season, you know, getting up to speed with a new team, especially the team that was fighting for the championship since race 1, so really no time for any adaptation. It was straight into it. It was really challenging, but very enjoyable. You know, we gave it all until the very last lap of the season.
Yeah, amazing. You said you've had a bit of time. It has been quite a short amount of time to recharge the batteries for both of you. How are you feeling then going into 2022?
Well, you know, a lot is unknown about the car, so personally I feel good.
Cambia de color el Checo, el casco de Checo,
is that you
¿Sí?
prepare yourself in the best way
Sí, sí, sí.
possible physically.
Ahí lo han
But,
mostrado.
yeah, in terms of the car.
O sea, que el otro era el de Checo.
I think I'm also very curious to see how the car. is
Vale,
going
vale,
to match
vale.
up.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, we'll get to that in a second.
Bueno,
Checo, how
creo
about
que
you?
sí.
Feels like we were in
Que
Abu
tenía
Dhabi
la bandera
yesterday,
en
but in the other hand, I'm so excited to start a new season. You know, we're already working a lot with the engineers, and we just cannot wait to be on track
Vale,
with
Max.
these new cars. And yeah, we're starting from zero, all of us.
Yeah. How are you approaching this season then, Max? Are you doing anything different? Do you feel a bit more pressure or anything like that?
No, I mean I just do what I do all the time. I think there is no reason to suddenly be different.
Lo malo es que
And, of
van a
course,
mostrar el
as a
coche,
driver,
pero es
now with
la
the new
réplica de la
regulations, you have to,
plantilla
Claro,
you know, get used to the
del
car. It's
otro
not like you
coche,
just
o sea,
jump
del
in and
coche
it's
que
just an upgrade
que
from
enseñaron
last
en la
year.
Fórmula 1.
So that is going to be
La
the
FIA.
first
pues es-
adaptation, but
La
the rest,
FIA.
Sí, eso es
yeah,
el coche de la FIA
it's pretty
con los colores de este año.
Bueno,
O sea,
COVID's
no,
been a bit
ya,
rough.
obviamente no
Last
va a
couple of
ser,
years,
no van a
but
sacar el coche
looking
original, o
forward,
sea.
new races. What race are you most looking forward to?
O sea, hasta
Checo
la
next season?
pretemporada
Yeah,
y
well,
tal.
most
Claro.
of the
No
time,
van
you know,
a
I think
marcar
just to be back to
Exacto.
normal things, you know, to have more interaction with the fans, be able to, feel more their support, and that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. You know, with Formula One, we've been so restricted in the last couple of years, so yeah, looking forward to that, and most of the races, you know, the fans. Formula One is growing so much around the world that I'm looking forward to all of them, really.
Yeah, and special mention to your fans. I mean, what a race that was. The fans there in Holland. You must be looking forward to getting back racing in front of the fans as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely one of the highlights for me in the season. So, yeah, looking forward to see what we can
Key
do there
change
again.
for
Hopefully they will be just as crazy as they were last year.
2022.
But also, you know, like new Grand Prix coming on the calendar,
2022.
always very interesting. You know, Miami. Let's see how that is going to turn out.
Yeah. Bit of a silly question, but you know, you guys so focused on what you do.
Madre mía,
racing, do
que-
you ever get a chance to look out the cockpit,
¿Qué, qué,
and
qué?
look around at the flags and the banners and things like that? Because we have seen you driving one-handed through turns way over 150 miles an hour, so we know that you guys get a chance to kind of have a look around.
Yeah, I mean, you do pick up things. I mean, in a qualifying lap, you know, naturally a little bit less because you
Yeah.
have to focus a bit more. But like during a race, it also depends. If you're a bit on your own, you know, there are a few more distractions and you can look around a bit. But
Yeah.
if you're a bit more under pressure, naturally not as much.
And how special is it at the end of the race then to say be the race winner and to go around and just see the fans going crazy?
Yeah, that's a very special feeling, you know, to be able to see your fans, the support you're getting at track, the atmosphere, you know, you feel it a bit more.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
What's your perfect track? What makes a good track for Max Verstappen?
Fast corners.
Yeah.
False
Is
corners.
there nothing like it?
That's where an F1 car comes to life. You know, low speed corners, any car can do that quite well, but the fast corners, that's really where, you know, the high downforce cars stand out, and that's the most enjoyable.
Wicked. And finally then, final question. To both of you, we'll start with Checo. What are you looking forward to most in 2022?
To good racing, you know.
Un minuto.
New regulations are set to improve the racing. And
Vale.
I really hope that for us as the drivers, we are able to compete more during the race, to be able to follow each other a lot closely, and for the fans, you know, that we can give them great entertainment, great racing, and that will be really nice.
Brilliant. Max?
Yeah, just getting to know the car, to be honest, because I really don't know how it's going to feel like. So I'm really looking forward to that first moment when you drive out of the pit lane and you do your first few laps.
Thank you, guys. Best of luck. Thank you very much. Now,
30 segundos.
I know you at home are no doubt desperate to have a look at the new RB18. You've been following the countdown to launch, which Tag Heuer kicked off last week with the reveal of the stunning new Tag Heuer Red Bull Racing Formula 1 edition. Truly special timepiece.
Oracle va a meter 500 millones a Red Bull en 5 años.
Hostia. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Es decir, 100 millones por año. 100 millones por año. Madre mía.
Atento, tú ya lo has visto, pero... Te has comido el puto spoiler, qué putada. Oh Dios, oh Dios, oh Dios, está tomando forma. Qué locura.
Tampoco ha cambiado mucho,
No ha cambiado nada. No ha cambiado una mierda. Está guapísimo. Qué guapo está. Está muy guapo.
Oh, thing of beauty. Absolute beast, isn't it? I mean, the first thing I've got to say though, Max, can't help but notice the number 1 on the front. What was the thinking behind that this season?
It looks better than 33.
Good answer. I like it.
Simple and to the point.
It's certainly a different beast, isn't it? It's, you know, this year, the cars for 22, they're going through some of the biggest changes in recent years. So much different to certainly the Red Bull Soapbox cars that we normally commentate on. But the cars, the
va a
classics
ser la
behind
marca
us. Take a closer look.
de gafas
Come on, then. Come on. Let's get
que
down.
patrocine la Fórmula E.
Will it?
Ojo.
Right then, Christian, talk us through some of the biggest changes.
Well, the biggest change obviously is from a regulatory point of view. The car is a lot cleaner. There's not all the added bits that were on last year's car. The whole concept of this car is to try and promote overtaking and close racing. So it's a new concept, it's a new philosophy, and it's a clean sheet of paper.
Qué guapo está.
Checo, over to you. How long does it take to get used to a new car? Is it easy to kind of transfer your skills?
¿Y Honda no pone Honda por
No, I
detrás?
think it takes a bit of a while.
Qué raro.
You are 100% with it.
No.
I think
Pone Red Bull
we have a
solo.
bunch of regulations with the tires as well. They're gonna be different. The
Honda,
racing, you know, apparently we
bueno,
can
había
be
un
able
lío
to
tremendo
follow closely. So
porque
there's a
Honda
lot of things that we as
decidió
drivers
casi
have
en
to
el
learn
último
as a team.
momento
So definitely very
volver
interesting these new regulations.
con Red
With
Bull,
all the new changes, it
pero
must be
Red
hard
Bull
to kind
ya
of predict how
estaba
the car's going to
invirtiendo
react,
un huevo de
really.
dinero
What
para
improvements or
tener sus
performance
propios
changes do you think there
motores.
will be when it comes
Ya.
to overtaking and performance and things like that?
Y por eso
Well,
pidieron que
because
se
it's new
congelaran los
regulations,
motores.
It's going to evolve very, very quickly. I mean, I think by the time we get to the first race, the car's not going to look very much like this. And I think the evolution will be very, very quick as we progress through the season.
Max, how have you been finding this car or the new car in the simulator? Has it been a lot of difference from last year?
I haven't really driven it too much, but yeah, for me actually the biggest thing is just the view in the cockpit with these big tires. Like to hit an apex in some tight corners is a bit more difficult. The driving, I mean, it just feels like the car has a bit less grip, but you will get used to that. That's why we have the practice days. You can get used to the sliding and locking and stuff like that. But
Es igual,
I think,
es igual
it should be
que...
fine.
Es igual que el
Just
año
get
pasado.
a bit more used to
No,
the
no.
view in
Ah.
O sea, además de los
literally
colores,
affects
es igual
your
que...
view of the higher
the
tires.
tires are bigger.
Sí.
You know?
Yeah.
Que el de la
Of course,
FIA.
you know, we're running bigger wheels, but also the tires increase, so that will make it a little bit more tricky.
You've not had a great deal of time, have you, since Abu Dhabi to kind of turn around and get practicing? How expectant, like, how excited are you going in to this new season?
Well, look, it's always exciting to go racing again. I mean, 2021 was such a massive year for us, but it's been flat out ever since, you know, with this
Mira.
new car. You know, and it's always exciting the start of a new season to see, you know, where do we fare
Sí,
compared to our
es igual que el de la FIA.
competitors.
Have you missed these guys a bit? Have you-
Es
It seems like only
totalmente
yesterday
igual.
since I last saw them, but you know, hopefully they've.
Es
you
el
know,
mismo
sobered up
modelo,
after,
eso sí.
You know, the end of last year and,
Oh, shit.
and a good Christmas and New Year, so you know they're looking fit and strong, so that's important.
Raring to go. All right, fantastic. Now, for all of you watching at home, you have the chance to find out even more about the new RB18 car as we get even deeper into finding out what this season's car is all about.
Yes, but before all of that, on behalf of all of us, I think it's only right to say a huge thank you to you guys for joining us, Max and Checo. And again, I think I speak on behalf of everybody. We're really looking forward to seeing you guys put down some blistering
No,
laps in
pero
the
no han
new
mostrado
car.
casi
Yeah,
nada,
best of luck.
No, 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 esto es solo los colores y ya. Tac,
Creo que
keyword.
va a esperar a la pretemporada de Barcelona.
Sí, toca esperar al 22. No, 23, perdón. Walmart. Walmart también está, ¿eh?
Christian, Formula One, of course,
que
is known for its
literalmente
very
sí,
loyal
igual,
fans that travel the world supporting the team. And I think after the drama of last year, the sport will have
Buah, yo me acuerdo cuando era de Infinity el principal.
significant rule changes have come in that will affect the car and the performance of the car.
Well, it's the biggest rule change that we've seen in the last 30 years. So everything about the chassis has changed for
Ahí
this
está.
year. So
El casco de,
the purpose
Checo.
of the change in the design is to allow the cars to follow each other more closely and to
Bueno,
create
hace un
better
poco tímido,
overtaking
pero bueno.
opportunities, to create
Sí.
Me
closer
esperaba que diera
wheel-to-wheel
un poco de
racing. Now we saw
sorpresa.
plenty of that
Por lo
last
menos
year,
con los
so if we
colores.
get that even closer
Ya, yo
through
pensaba
these
que iban a
regulations this
cambiarlo.
year,
Oh.
it's going to be an epic season.
It's going to be exciting, isn't it? So the FIA, they decide the changes,
Yeah.
and then every team has the
Con
same
Ferrari
time
hacemos lo
to
mismo,
start,
¿eh?
so you can kind of work your
El
budget
17.
through the season. How do you
Pues
how do
sí.
you do that?
En
if
8
you
días.
stay within the regulations?
Well, the FIA is the regulator. They come up with a massive rule book.
Y con
They
Alpine,
consult
con
the teams
Alpine.
whilst creating that rule book. You've got technical regulations,
Que
you've got sporting regulations,
nuestro
now
querido
financial regulations.
Alonso.
And of course, once you've got those technical regulations,
Necesitamos verlo.
basically it gives you a bunch of parameters you can work within, and the creative guys, the design team, then look about, okay, how can we optimize the shape
Alpine.
and the performance of this car within those rules to come up with you know, the fastest car that we can possibly produce.
Where do you start? Is it the graphics
Pues
guys
que
go first? Does
es
everybody get
igual.
super
Ya.
excited on what needs to be included?
Es
The graphics guys
literalmente
see it
igual.
last. So
¿Y Mercedes cuándo sale?
very early on is a concept team, and
A
so
ver, te digo
aerodynamics
las
is everything in
fechas.
Formula One. The shape and the way that the air flows over these cars is crucial to their performance. So you have an early team that starts to look at those regulations, and then as the year progresses, more and more of the core team, you know, move across onto the future
Las
car. And
fechas
because
son
it was such a
Red
big
Bull
regulation
9,
change, that
mañana
process had
Aston
to
Martin,
happen a lot earlier
pasado
last year.
mañana
You like to
McLaren.
kind of tinker
Ojo.
all through the season, are you? At what point do you have to stop
Hombre,
playing, or
podemos
do you
ver
never
el de
stop?
McLaren, ¿no?
Sí, sí, sí.
Is
El de
a
McLaren hay que verlo.
And basically, at every race, it's evolving. It'll probably
Y,
never
a
run
ver,
in
el
the
de
same
McLaren
configuration
es
twice. So it's just constantly evolving. Now,
Ah,
we
pero
have to do that within a
viernes.
framework of the financial regulations.
Aston Martin ahora tiene su
Be really
propio...
choosy on where are we going to spend our
locura.
money to develop, you know, this car this year.
Dime.
One of the big changes, it certainly jumps out at you, it's the bigger wheels. How do you see that affecting things, you know, speed or certainly the pit stops maybe?
Yeah, it's definitely going to have an impact on the pit stop. The tyres and the wheels are heavier, they're more bulky.
No, pero
and
es que
so, you know,
estábamos
having
viendo la...
got the world
Mira.
Que se va.
we're going to be challenged in this first year with these wheels, but it's going to be about adapting and you know, refining our techniques, and I'm pretty sure we can get close to 2 second stops even with these wheels and
Entonces,
tyres.
Brilliant.
Es
Just maybe the guys might have to beef up in the gym a little bit.
Aston Martin. Mañana, pasado mañana,
Christian,
McLaren.
thanks. Best
La
of luck for
queda.
the season ahead, of course.
De
It's
locos.
going to be a very long 8 months of racing, and we hope
El
that you will be
14,
celebrating with us again in November.
Alfa Tauri.
Alfa Tauri.
Well, sadly,
El
that is it for
15,
today. We hope that
Williams.
you have
Williams,
enjoyed the 2022
Ferrari.
season launch.
If you missed the start of the show,
El
head to
18
Red Bull
Mercedes.
Racing
Mercedes el
YouTube channel to
18.
watch from the
Y Alpine el
beginning, or
21.
if you missed
Alpine
the
el
video
21.
recorded in the show,
Alfa Romeo el
to the car
27.
reveal.
Good one.
Alfa Romeo el 27.
Speaking of which, for more Oracle Red
Pero-
Bull Racing content,
Pero, o sea, ¿te das cuenta que que el 25 de febrero es la primera carrera? Bueno, por lo menos la de Barcelona. Son las preparatorias. El 25 es la primera. ¿Qué cojones? What the fuck?
Pero el 25 es lo de Barcelona.
Sí, sí, sí. El 25 es de Barcelona.
Bueno, pues lo presentarán después.
Hostia, tú. ¿Y con qué correrán? Con el de la FIA.
Supongo que ya lo presentarán con, con las modificaciones que habrán hecho. Yo qué sé, ya.
Dios, no sé. Qué guapo. Hostia, me ha encantado, ¿eh? Es brutal. Red Bull 18 launch. Thank you for watching.
¿Cuánto le das a Red Bull?
A ver. Yo, en cuanto a colores, es 0 de 10 porque literalmente es lo mismo que el año pasado. A ver, es que han cogido el de la FIA, entonces pues... A ver, el coche a mí de la FIA me encanta. Es un 9 de 10, ¿sabes? Pero... Es que es un... No han hecho nada. No han hecho nada. Así que como media tiene un 6. 6, 7. 6, 7. O sea, porque le va a poner un 5 de media, ¿sabes?
5 por aprobarlo.
Claro, un 5 por aprobarlo. El de Ferrari tengo unas ganas increíbles.
Sí, bueno, van a cambiar. O sea, los colores son los que te dije, rojo y negro.
Va a ser brutal. 1, 1, 1. Porque todo el mundo 1, 1, 1, 1. 4, 4. 4, 4. 7, 44. Ñ. 1, 1, 1. ¿Qué cojones? ¿Qué le pasa a la gente?
Le están poniendo el puntaje.
1, 1. GG. 4,
Es
4. Vale. 111, 111. 44, 44. No, porque ponen 44, tío. Aston Martin. Claro, es que piensa que antes era Aston Martin, ¿sabes? Red Bull. Buah. Tenía ganas
Sí,
de...
lo que pasa es que Aston Martin compró. Bueno, no compró, sino que. ¿Qué cojones hizo?
Joder,
Antes.
Pirelli, tú, que tiene ya... 150 años lleva Pirelli. Qué locura.
En la Fórmula.
No, en plan, en la historia.
Bueno, en la historia de Pirelli.
Sí, la historia de Pirelli, 150 años, tú. Lol. Mira, Santander ahí en Ferrari, qué guapo. Otra vez. Vuelve a Santander. ¡Estrella Galicia! ¡Estrella Galicia! En Ferrari, Estrella Galicia. Estrella Galicia, tú, qué bueno. Ojito. Y Amazon también. Amazon, Estrella Galicia.
Bueno, pero lo que pasa es que Estrella Galicia es patrocinios
Supongo que de Carlos, ¿no? Me imagino. Estrella Galicia y Amazon. Ah, no, Amazon no. AW no sé qué.
A ver, bueno, y velas también.
Sí. Es que no se ve. Me cago en la puta.
Pero puedes ver los patrocinadores si pones
Ya.
Ferrari patrocinadores 2022.
Sí,
Y
pero...
te sale.
A ver.
Ferrari, F1.
Uy. Uy.
Ostras.
Imágenes. No, imágenes no. Todo. A ver. Ferrari tiene... Buah, es que... tiene... Qualcomm. Snapdragon, ¿qué cojones?
Creo
¿Qué?
que sí, son...
Estos no son
A ver, espera.
patrocinadores. A ver. Fiat. Marlboro no. Porque esto es de hace años. Ceba Logistics. Este sí. Este lo he visto. Ceba Logistics. A ver, vale. Aquí. Luxotica, Ray-Ban, Royalities, Santander, UPS, Ceba, Amazon Web Services. O sea que sí que es Amazon. Velas AG. Y ya. Y ya está. Ah, por obligación. Roy, no. Ya está. Esos son los patrocinadores. Bueno, es una locura igualmente. UPS. Ole. 40 minutos de vídeo.
Y el viernes os queda algo.